Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Logical episode part 2. I don't know Jesse yet. Why would we do that? Do you have wing expression to you? Maybe you show some of your work. You can get example and help execute the program to see hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. Go outside in silence for a moment. Okay, I'm ready, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look casual at Monaco. Let all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jacob? Mika smiled warmly at me once again. Hold on, this what about? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, a blank came out forth with what's been on my mind. It's been on my mind the entire time. Sorry. No, I never said I would join the club. They may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a I never made any decision. So other clubs to look at, and I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, now you can't complain because you got 3 sad faces and 1 pouty face. I can't even deal with that. That's too many cuteness. Especially from Yuri. You can look at Yuri and tell that she's cuter than the rest of them. Officer stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought you all my bad. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I decided then. I joined your literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So he wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you're really just gonna come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. And thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Mika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. I really impressed the class star Mickey with my mediocre writing skills. I always feel like anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri and Nisko clean up their food. Hey, Jacker, since we already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sir and I never walk home together anymore because she's always staying after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah. I remember them days when you used to walk your girlfriend and best friend home. Good times, good times. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. No way, the whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Cherry, Nesuke, Yuri, and of course, Mikey. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my situation, and I am sure Fisher will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you like your poem the most. Um, Dark. She likes dark. Desire. Imagination. Extraordinary. Daydream. Fantasy. Frightening. I'm taking a guess. I don't know which one I want to go for. So we're gonna go with disaster. Judgment. Secretive. Embrace. Scars. Suicide. Suicide. What? Universe. Pain. Hopeless. Philosophy. Wait, I got an achievement. Effective journey. Hey, Genjiken. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Anyone should do is keep their word. Anyone should keep their word no matter what. I'll be back at the lecture club. I was at least oh yeah, I can cook. No else to come, and so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Ken. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of commentating for you. Making sure, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not associated to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserved any slack. So, Joby, you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Listen, you constantly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mama, Jessica finds herself stuck between saying monarchy and manga. Manga is literature. Fifthly defeated Nancy plunks back into her seat. Manga is kind of like literature. I would say it's literature, but its own style of literature. Don't worry, guys. Pedro gave it his best as long as he's having fun. He'll be with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Right? That's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hehe. Totally good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. Oh, how come? You and Jacob can become good friends too. Um, Cherry. Hmm. As you saw, he seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Sherry? Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. It isn't. Never mind. Sherry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. That means it's up to me to restore the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasure surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reached into her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't really read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is how is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Really, thank you. I definitely read this. I eventually took the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. At the end of the end, I expect Mikey to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So you and Mikey are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. And I can't help but notice her intention and expression like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Nesco is rumping around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I caught a glimpse of the cover of her book. It's like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes met for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this. Sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Yeah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Huh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it, once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book titled Per- Portraits of McKeith. There's a ominous look eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, so her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to display choices who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You even made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn comes from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Man, I did a girl that was that dark. Loved the hell out of that in her. Still do. Girls with dark humor are the best. Until you piss them off, and then it comes a dark pain. Because they like to. Yeah. Dark pain. I just go with dark pain. Are you not a fan of that sort of things, JK? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Going the Yuri route. I should probably go eat something. I haven't really ate today. Yeah, I should be fine. Forget that you. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy. Inclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. It's only when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this power. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's. I really don't think you need to worry. That just meant you're passionate about reading. Yes, it does. Just like I'm passionate about anime. I'll talk about anime all day long. But it's surprising because I don't talk about anime. I don't really have people to talk about anime with. Sadly. That just means you're. Yeah, the last I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Huh, that's. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it right. You don't have to. Hell, what are you saying? Just a month ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Now we just get the book. I clearly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I step into the seat next to Yuri. Uh, yeah, are you sure? Similar appar- apprehensive? I'm sorry. I'm not that. It's not that I just. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, being in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and started the prologue. As soon as I understand what you mean about reading it in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Here is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead of. Sorry, I just. You really. You're really apologizing a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean. Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against yours, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Read timid, close her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Huh. Again, that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, Erie took her left arm, holding the left side of the book between her thumb and forefingers. Ha. I did the same thing with my arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Erie slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddling ever closer together than before. It actually kind of distracts me. It's, it's as if I can feel the warmth of yours face and she in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. I don't know how I'd be able to keep up with her. Huh? That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Hmm. We know what's going on. I'm trying to get some Yuri action. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishing the page for me, so I turn it by my own invitation. We continue this first chapter in silence. Actually, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. With them gently letting go of the page, laying it flat over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerism. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but Jacob, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. So I really did know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Huh? Your exhale spread from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Huh? It's not. It's fine. You released her hand from the book, casting it closed on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I do some more reading tonight. Or will you prefer I only read it with you? Um, I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reason. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters on your own time. Alright, stand up. I make my mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. But wait, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Life shakes and ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. But now that everyone's reading, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait to read and make it. Otherwise, pull out their poems. Trey is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf turned from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, make it like hers a compression notebook. Oh yeah, man, I can always see makers proceed anyway. From what I said. Next year, and you look at it completely as well, reaching into their pages. I do the same myself. Sorry, read my points English. Yuri. You seem the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As we read the poem, I noticed her eye lighted. Exponential. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's face covered her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I, it's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's, I guess you're right. But I'm getting so nervous for it. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use imagination, imagining and metaphors indicate you're writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? He stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, he trails off unable to find an excuse. Trace her fingers along the words of the poem as if it's breaking it down more thoughtfully. Yeah, okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. Is that there are specific writing habits that one usually typically of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of wanted to pick it up on them. I think that most nostalgic thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deletable. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressionists are weakened. Misery finds her train of thought is as if her demeanor totally changed. Her steaming is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Curtis, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it's also come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else is in the club gives you valuable feedback. This can be a little bit bashy though. Bassy? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself to me, or to Nesuke. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. I bet you do, just like other things. Uh-huh. Which itself is kind of funny. I thought, isn't this supposed to be a literature? Ghost, I'm in the light. Under the light. That's why I have such trouble here. Like, what? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scrapped. Cursive. Very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. That's why I like the poem. And though it's short, it was really describable. It wasn't too short. I used to write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, JK. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually did more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolized compared to a ghost, longing, living in her last immense place of confidence, unable to let go of the past, concerned to be left with nothing. That's almost. There's a lot more Solomon putting into that, right? I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah. That's nothing really. You was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but then I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jacob. Yeah, me too. And that's where we're going to end. Thank you for coming. Make sure you guys hit that button and subscribe if you're new. Check out Legendary Supplement. I'm going to try to get some more and do more reviews, do more unboxing. But it helps out if you guys, use my it helps if you guys use my link, and also helps if you use my discount. So please try some. Use my discount. It's in the description. Alright, catch you guys next time. Bye bye.